Hello everyone, welcome to Hot Shots TV. I'm Scott Briard, and this is Darts. Third episode, we're unbelievably excited at the response so far, the amount of people that have been watching and replying to this. We're definitely going to continue. We're now continuing bi-weekly, posting 10-minute episodes on YouTube and emailing our entire database about this. I think this is well deserved, something the industry needed, not only definitely here in Canada, but right across North America. Great information that we have from past events that we were participated in, and a lot of the old information, the industry news, magazines, and different things that we can pass on to you, the viewer, educating you about the dart game, information for beginners, putting boards up at home, how to get started in leagues. So we know the concept, it's going great, we're enjoying it. First thing we'll touch on this week, let's go back to last week's trivia question. Who was the winner of the 1984 Las Vegas North American Open? Was none other than the Crafty Cockney himself. Now, 90% of you, pretty much 90% of you, got the answer correct, so congratulations. Some thought it was John Kramer, an American player. Some thought it was Bob Seneve. We had one person who thought it was John Part, who would have been only 17 at the time, and we had one person who thought it was me. I was a whopping 10 years old at the time, so no, it wasn't me. Eric Bristow actually won it. So we've got a great set of darts. We've also, from our great suppliers of Harlow products here in Canada, BY Group in Toronto donated a nice hat. We've got a t-shirt that are going to go out to the winner. So we will quickly, at the start of the show, a drum here full of everybody's entries, I guess, with the correct answer on it. See if we can pull out. Again, nobody's ever here in the morning this early to help me out to do this, but let's pull somebody out of here. And our winner of the Eric Bristow darts hat t-shirt from Harrow's, Elaine Krantz from Estevan, Saskatchewan. Elaine Krantz, we will notify you by email later today, and we will get your darts t-shirt and hat out to you. So thank you for entering. Let's go with the trivia question for next week. Again, deadline next Wednesday at midnight. Let's do send an email always, scott@hotshotscanada.com, and we'll post it at the bottom of the screen. Send your answer to scott@hotshotscanada.com. Eric Bristow back in 1989 filmed the Crafty Cockney way. Dart beginner video, how to stand, how to hold the dart, how to throw, games to play, interviews with other professionals. It was a fantastic video that came out in '89. VHS, obviously DVD wasn't around back then. Now tell us, what country was this video filmed in? Could be a lot of answers to that with where the pros did travel back then, how popular the game was worldwide. So what country was the Crafty Cockney way filmed? Answer that, we'll send out a $100 gift certificate for hotshotscanada.com. So answer, send an email, scott@hotshotscanada.com. The Crafty Cockney way, what country was it filmed in? You might have to do some real research on Google there, or actually find a copy of the video yourself to figure it out. Send us a correct question, or send us a correct answer. Wow. We'll throw the answers in the tub again next week and pull the winner from the draw, and send out the gift certificate. So touch on great tournaments coming up for this weekend that we found. Fantastic one in the U.S. You've got the Canadian Open Steel Tip Tournament this week in Denver, Colorado. $15,000 in American prize money to be won over the weekend. And a great tournament in Canada that's been carrying on for years now called the Klondike Open. Edmonton, Alberta, $12,700 in prize money. That event going on this weekend in Edmonton. Now in the Toronto area, weekly we should let you know that there is a wonderful blind draw on Friday nights run by a very well-known dart player and fantastic dart player here in the Toronto area, Frank Brown, at the Brickyard Barbecue. It's a great bar. I believe they've got 6 or more dartboards there at the location. It's located at 95 the East Mall, right at the corner of the East Mall and North Queen in Etobicoke. Great spot for darts. I know the top players, and they've had some people travel in from Hamilton, Kitchener-Waterloo area, Pickering, Oshawa, Ajax, and definitely throughout the Toronto, Mississauga area. So Friday nights, show up by 7:30 at the Brickyard, 95 the East Mall. And I'm sure you can find their phone number on Yellow Pages. Give them a call. Find out, I believe starting time is at 7:30, but you might want to double check that. So great events this weekend, and a great blind draw as well, weekly in Toronto. So before we run out of time, as always, I'd like to touch on a bit of history found this buried in some of the old boxes of magazines and newspapers and different things that we have from darts. This was August of 1986, titled "The Youngsters Had Quite a Season." Full page on our youth dart league in Brampton. Darts Digest covered an entire page on it. Some great old pictures there. We've got John McGregor, past youth darts director for Ontario, now working for a dart company in London, Ontario. There's John, who would have been 23 years younger at that point. Some other great names of darters. Derek Oliver, whose dad was Ed Oliver, went on to be the president of the NDFC, was the founder of Darts Ontario, I believe. Derek's now a broadcaster somewhere in Canada, television broadcaster. Stephen Wilder, another top Canadian player over the years, that was off to the Windmill events. I think he played in Windmill Masters maybe back in the 90s. Paul Addison. Brian Keenan, another great Canadian dart playing name, lives down in Burlington. His dad at one time, Jim Keenan, was a Darts Ontario youth director. He's pictured here. Anyway, some great names from August of 1986. Brampton would have had their finale to the youth dart season. Anyway, lots of fun looking back at something like this. Would have been my first year in it, so I don't think I'm posted here winning any trophies, that's for sure. But we had a great time, and I think we need to thank a lot of those that were in the youth leagues back then. They're the reason why a lot of these top youth players made it up the ranks as adult players, and still stay in contact and still see each other at events. But thank the adults, the Klutz, the people like John McGregor, and those that were involved, Marjorie Smith and such, that were so involved in the youth program that brought us up and matured us and gave us something to do great every weekend. So another episode. Thank you for watching. Always thank you for your comments, your thoughts, your support, which is why we continue to do this weekly. Again, we're enjoying doing this bi-weekly. The Tuesday show will always have lots of information about product reviews, answer some emails that we receive all week long. Excited today. I'm off now on my way to Guelph, where we're installing a pool table, the Brittany Bryant signature Olhausen pool table, in a pool hall that I worked at through university called Tony's Place. So the installers are up there getting started, I believe. I'm on my way up to take some pictures with Brittany of the table, do some promotions for Olhausen billiards with it and such. So that's where I'm up on my way to after we wrap this up. Anyway, as always, I'm Scott Briard. Thank you for watching This Is Darts. Have a great day.
Sweet thing.
Sweet.
Which way you going
Always
first?
sweet.
There we go.
Always sweet, buddy.
Who's gonna vacuum the carpet after you?
Who cares?
Yeah, whatever you
Where's the jack?
So you excited about this?
Yes.
18, your first pool table, the Brittany Bryant table by Olhausen.
I'm so excited. It's going to be great.
Did you ever imagine? When did you start playing it? 4 or 5 years ago?
About 5.5.
So now, after 5 years, you're in here playing on pool hall tables that would have been here from other companies. You're sponsored by the world's largest manufacturer of pool tables, Olhausen.
Which is amazing. I've never expected.
You're sponsored by the world's largest textile company, Hainsworth. You made the cloth and we got your name on a pool table.
Yeah.
Isn't it exciting?
Amazing.
Next month, you're off to China,
Yes.
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua, Hollywood, Florida. Trying to get everywhere.
Wow. So would you recommend to other 13-year-old girls that if you're great at playing pool, was it exciting to not only become locally a great player in leagues, move on to national championships, and now an international world champion? I mean, what do you tell other 13-year-olds that are good at pool? Would you?
Oh, wow. Yeah, for sure. Take it up. Like, you meet so many good people. You get to experience so many different things that you wouldn't in actual teenage life. So I love it. I can't say any complaint about anything.
So 5 years in, 5 years from now, we might have a women's world champion, WPBA champion,
Hopefully.
first Canadian to win a WPBA event potentially. So thumbs up, congratulations, Brittany.
Thank